we're already running out of time already, and it's 12 o'clock here. I think a minute to 12. Um, that will not be enough for us to take one more pair. So let's just quickly run through, do a recap of what we talked about today. So the first pair we talked about was the UK oil, where we saw price take us out from our position, though with some profit anyway. And we have a scenario where price is oscillating right between the key level at $122 and the key level at $119. So at this point, I made mention of two scenarios we can play around with. I think three scenarios, the third one for scalpers. So I made mention of the first scenario where we could be expecting a bearish momentum. That is, if we see a breakdown of this key level, which also shares a confluence with the bullish trend line as a signal for selling opportunity, then a retest of structure, that is the key level or the bearish trend line, then we look for reversal patterns on lower time frame that supports a trend continuation to the downside. So if that happens, we want to have our entry point right at $118.50 and with the take profit target at $112. So that is the first scenario we have here on the UK oil. The second scenario we have here on the UK oil is that for the buy opportunity, and I emphasize the appearance of a double bottom structure around this area, which is yet to be confirmed, and is going to be confirmed only if we have a breakout of the neckline, which is also our key level at $122, and then we look for a retest of structure to give us confirmations to join the potential bullish momentum to the upside. And then we still have our take profit target sitting at $130 area, and that is around over 750 pips to catch. So the new candle, the new 1 hour candle is starting to form, and price is still above the $119, which still gives us the view of a bullish momentum from this juncture in the market. Not until we see a breakdown of $119, we don't want to sell anything on the UK oil. So that's that on the UK oil. Then we moved on to the US oil, where we can see that we have almost the same, we have a similar scenario to that which we saw on the UK oil. And on the US oil, we had this bullish trend line running, and I made mention of a signal. If we have, okay, the first thing I said here was that for those who have taken the sell opportunity, that is, they saw the breakdown of this neckline at $118.20 and a retest of structure, and they took this opportunity because they saw price coming back down, then definitely will be in this trade already in profit. And I told you you should move your stop loss to break even area, as this market still have a potential of moving to the upside. So why have I said that? The scenario we have here looks more like a double bottom structure, which is yet to be confirmed and will only be confirmed at the breakout of the key level, which also shares a confluence with that bearish trend line, and then a retest of structure could push price further up. So that is the first scenario we are having here. We are looking for that buy opportunity at the breakout of that $119.50. And the other scenario we are having here is that we expect price to break down this bullish trend line and a retest of that trend line or the neckline at $118.20, after which we look for patterns that will send price going to the downside. So we have a take profit target sitting at $113.50, which dovetails to about over 400 pips. So let's see how price plays out as we head into the New York session on the UK oil. Now we moved on to the Euro USD, which I said is a fresh pair that I'm looking at the moment. And despite the fact that we've been on a bearish momentum for a while now, as soon as price tested 1.04 area, we saw a we saw double rejection of that area, giving us a sign that looks more like a pattern that looks more like a double bottom structure. And we already have a breakout of the neckline at 1.04700 area. And I said we should be waiting for price to reject the trend line, this neckline, and then we look for patterns on lower time frame to take advantage of the bullish momentum. However, it appears price has done that rejection, but it didn't get close to the neckline at this point. So one thing I did at this point is you might want to join me on this one. I have a pending order right at 1.04965. That's a buy stop. And then I have another one here at 1.05072 with a stop loss right below previous low at about 52, 55 pips thereabout. And we have a take profit target at 1.0700, and that's about 200 pips approximately on this pair. So this is my expectation here on the Euro USD. Then we moved on to, I think we talked about the CHF JPY, which is already in profit. Here we're running with about how many pips in profit on the CHF JPY. We're running with about 80 pips in profit now, and I told you to move your stop loss to somewhere around here, so that you can lock in some profit at this point. And if you are with me on this one since the beginning of since Tuesday, then you have two positions running already on this one. So that is my expectation here. Our take profit target still remains at 133.950 area, and let's see how price plays out as we head into the New York session. And then on the Euro CHF, we took advantage of this move yesterday. We saw a breakout retest of that key level, and then we took that move to the upside, and presently price is running with about, how many pips is that? We have about 87 pips in profit at the moment. So I told you to move your stop loss to 1.04270 area, that is around here. And then we also identified a key level right at 1.04700, where I'm expecting price to break above that key level during the New York session. And I told you that if price breaks above that key level, then we want to be looking forward to a retest and a reversal pattern on lower time frame to take advantage of a trend continuation to the upside. So that is our scenario. That's the scenario we're expecting here on the Euro CHF. And did we talk about USD JPY? No, we didn't. We didn't. GBP, we didn't. So now the last pair we talked about was the XAU USD, where I said we already have a breakout of the bearish trend line we identified here, and we might be looking forward to a retest of this area to take advantage of a bullish momentum. And if price does not go that far, then if price continues up, then we want to wait for a breakout of $1,830 level, a retest of that area, then we take advantage of a bullish momentum. So for above the key level, we have an entry point right around $1,832.900 with a take profit target at $1,870. And if price comes down to retest this bearish trend line, we're having an entry point at $1,820.950. That is after the confirmation has been done. So that is that for today. We deliberated on, I think, 5 pairs today, which is good, and we look forward to seeing how price plays out as we head into the New York session. So we will be here again tomorrow, same time, where we will look at what price has done in the last 24 hours, and after which we'll now decide on what we are going to do next. So thank you for being around. I really appreciate you guys. You've been wonderful, and I look forward to seeing you once again tomorrow, same time. On this note, I wish you a wonderful day.